Hello and welcome back. I know it has been a long time since I have done a micro clover video, and I know I promised a long time ago, but you know what? I hate putting makeup on, and I usually put them on for these videos, but today I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna make the video. I'll put lipstick on, that's it. Okay, so that's all you get. Now, people have asked me questions for a long time about how the micro clover does in the winter and how it does in the summer with droughts. So I did a video earlier this year on how it did in the winter. It did fabulous. We went into fall last year thinking it was awful and that we were probably going to get rid of it. I mean, we hadn't even had it for a year. It came out looking fantastic. But now I want to talk about drought, and I've had a lot of questions about this. So stay tuned to the end. I'm going to give you some great tips on what you can do in the summer to keep your micro clover strong. Now, we like it so much that we actually seeded it in our side yard recently. So there is a video coming on that. So hit subscribe if you want to see more on that. So like I said before, it initially was gorgeous in the spring. I mean, it was looking light and fluffy. The perfect minimal plant. We actually put this lawn in because we wanted to water a lot less, and we wanted a really low maintenance plant. You don't even have to cut this lawn if you don't want to. If you're happy with it light and fluffy, I liked it. The bees loved it. There were some flowers, which was great. My husband, he liked to cut it, which was fine. I'd come home, he cut it, looked gorgeous. It looked wonderful until the second week of July, which is kind of late for us, but that is actually when our heat started. And we said, no, we are not going to water it. We want to see how it does. And very quickly, it started to die back. The other problem is there were some weeds that crept in during the time when a lot of the clover died back. And unfortunately, we didn't tackle all of it like I wanted to. I mean, it was heat waves. We were busy with other things, and we pulled a few things out. There is some grass that we pulled out, and there's a little bit of dandelions, things like that we pulled out. There are a few things sticking around, a little bit of moss. I do not mind moss. I think it's wonderful. I've got a few other things growing, and I think that it's going to be okay. It's going to be more of a polyculture instead of your normal monoculture lawn, which is what like your normal grass is, or like our micro clover was, but I think it'll be okay. Now, the micro clover has rebounded really quickly this year. Actually, it was in no time, one rain, two rains, it started growing back really fast. And actually, even in the dew at the end of summer, it came back really quickly, which was kind of funny. Just in the morning, that tiny bit of water that it got from the dew, it was rebounding. So that's so exciting. Now, the thing is, my plan to keep it happy next year is just to do one, maybe two max deep waters a week, because the roots are growing strong and that helps keep them happy. You don't want shallow watering. Basically, anytime you're watering any plants, you want to do deep waters, keep it to a minimum, and it should be a lot happier. And like I said, we had the dew was helping it come back. So that's great. So my plan next year, see how it goes, water it as little as possible. We're actually going to put in some rain barrels. We got new garbage cans, and so now we have some extra sticking around. So I think we might make some rain barrels out of that, which will be good so we can help save our well, because ultimately our well doesn't love watering anything in the summer. So now click this video here to see more about micro clover, how I seed it, any tips I have from last year. There are more videos coming, so you may want to hit subscribe, and I'll see you here next time. Take care. Bye.